BBC Radio 1.
Calvin Harris, you are reviving the rave here. It's such a great track. I want to know everything about it. I want to know why you wanted to make it, what compelled you to make it. Start from the beginning for me, please.
Well, let me think about that. The beginning was, I guess, the start of last year.
Okay.
I had a tune out, did well. And then I had a few other tunes lined up with a few famous people. You know how...
Yeah.
How
you roll. Yeah.
Well, I've become known for doing songs with famous people. You know, It's what it is. So a couple of them fell through. And I didn't love them anyway. I thought they were all right, right? And I fell into the trap before previously of putting tunes that... Well, one mainly that I thought was all right, but I didn't really love it. And it did the job, do you know what I mean? It just kind of kept the ball rolling. And I sat with myself for a few months. And, you know, I was playing gigs and stuff in the meantime, and I was like, why are you trying to get in the charts, man? You did all that, and you did all the... I've got every feature you could wish to name. And I'm just like, you know, I'm 36 years old now. I need to love absolutely everything that I do. Surely, that's the point. And not that that's old or anything, but I mean, I've been doing this since I was 14. So it kind of went like I started off absolutely loving it. And then I painted myself into the corner of the big feature, big fucking pop tune, like this is the big record of the year, all that. And then the pressure I was just putting on myself. Because no one's like asking for it from me. No one's like, oh, when's your next tune? No one's asking for it. Just me being like, oh, I need to make a fucking massive tune this year. And I just wanted out. Of that. I'm like, enough. And when it gets to the stage where you're making tunes that you're like, it's all right. Like, excuse me. Nah, something's got to change. And then at the same time, when I was kind of looking around at what was going on, you know, I became enamored with, I think, two main things, right? I saw what, and this might come as a wee bit of a surprise, but I saw what Paul Woolford was doing. Special Request, where he was just like, right, fuck it. Let's just clearly someone who's doing exactly what he wants to do is amazing at it. And, you know, hit like a run of form where he's just banging it out and everything's amazing. And I thought, wow, that must be extremely liberating. And then around the same sort of time, Elvis 1990 with Dance System, and I was listening to all the Dance System records, I was just like, this guy's just having a laugh. This is and it's coming out amazing because they're clearly doing just what comes naturally to them. And I can tell as the end listener that they're absolutely loving what they're doing. And I believe that you can always tell that with any form of music, anything, if like, however, you know, kooky or whatever it sounds, if there's been love and enjoyment put into something, you get like, you feel it as the end user, right? And there's a lot of records that don't have that, and you can always tell. So I just thought, I'll have a bit of that, thanks. I'm going to do a bit of that. And I'm going to, you know, oh, what, you can make rave records? Okay. I've been messing about making them since I was a kid. If I can get away with that, I'm going to do that quality. So that's what I'm doing.
So when you started, like, as you said, you'd be making them in your own time anyway, but when you decided, I'm going to actually do this to the point and release it to the world, how did you go about making them? Was it easier then to kind of to create them, or did you feel a pressure to create them? Like, what when did Love Regenerator come along the way?
Just because I didn't want to put it under my stage name that's known.
Yeah, fair.
Because I don't really know. I started feeling almost negative connotations with that name, to be quite honest with you. I started feeling a little like, you know, the name's been around. It's not my name. My name's Adam. It's not my name, right? The fake name's been around for a long time. And it's served me well. And it's still around. Don't get me wrong. But there's just a little bit of negativity from me just creeping in around that name. And I wanted to, you know, that's a long story. But that's like just something I wanted to be like, oh, let's marshal in, let's shepherd in just a new little thing, and see what happens with it. Do you know what I mean? But not fully, not like start wearing a mask, change my name completely, like do all the rest of that. But yeah, and as far as actually making the tracks goes, you know, it gave me a chance to get back on eBay, get a load of synth, and which is also what I enjoy. You know, I'm a hoarder, so I have, you know, I've got a rack now called the Sound of 90s Trance, which is something that I never considered getting before. But so just sort of just enjoying myself, you know.
Yeah. And I'm interested because, you know, you are, in my experience, and as you said as well, you know, you compete with yourself. You've got high standards that you give yourself, which is why you kind of constantly deliver such kind of high quality stuff. Did you stop competing with yourself then? And did that feel really nice? Did you stop being like putting pressure on yourself and be like, okay, I'm just the idea of making music purely out of curiosity and no expectations?
Well, it's funny because the whole act of making a tune is so egotistical. The whole thing is just steeped in just ego.
Is like, it?
Oh, mate, it's like, I want to make this because I'm me and I do this and this is serving me and making me, right? And it was all like, you can go down a road where it's like you're making a tune to get in the charts. You're making a tune to try and impress other people or something like that.
Yeah.
Now, and actually, since the funk album, let's say, right, when I did that funk album that came out a few years ago, load of features, but I did exactly what I wanted to do then. Don't get me wrong. That's kind of when things started changing. But I fell back into it because One Kiss did so well, and I was like, oh, hold on. Anyway, my point is, I am now solely in the business and have been for the last 4 years, solely in the business of making music to make me feel good, in the hope that it makes other people feel as good, or even just a little bit as good, and improve their day. And that's it. If it's improving my day, surely we're not that different as a people. Surely it's going to improve some other people's day. That, thank you, yes, that, just give me that. Just give me that. Yeah. And the reason that I would want to do a tune with a famous person is to try and inject that sort of good feeling, but have a vehicle to sell the good feeling on a wider level, right? So maybe like the famous person wasn't always the right choice, but it reached a wider selection of people, which means I'm spreading the happiness even more. Quality.
And now,
give me that.
Now this is kind of you not worrying about spreading the happiness. It's just you making music that you totally just want to make. And I'm really interested in where you see this going and where you see you going with it. Where do you see this being played? Where are you going to play it? Are you going to play it out, or is it just for the studio? Have you thought that far?
I don't think about anything, to be honest.
Yes, you do.
Well, I'm going to play it. That's all I'm going to play.
When you play out?
I'm going to play them. Oh, aye.
Amazing.
I've been playing that. I've been playing it in Vegas, man.
Yeah.
I've been playing it to the completely wrong crowd for probably the best part of a year.
So maybe the right crowd for that reason, yeah.
Nah. There's a limit you can drink where you can't educate a person anymore.
Okay.
Really, it's just been like, it's kind of hard to say. It's kind of hard to say, and it's something that's going to go over well on the radio. But let's just say I've been playing whatever I want for a while, actually.
Yeah.
And it's been fine.
Yeah.
It's been absolutely fine. But as far as like plans go with releases or whatever, I'm just going to do loads.
Really? So you've got loads more made like this?
Not all like that. Sort of a bit of everything.
Yeah.
But that's kind of the point, is that it's not really the concept is wavering at all times, because it's not like that funk album. It's not like cohesive. It's just me messing about, and some of it will come out good, and some of it probably won't come out very good. But I'm just going to do loads, really.
That's amazing. That's amazing.
Sort of
I love it. I love this point. I love when you get an artist at your level who's done everything, proved every point, worked with everyone, proved everyone wrong, and now you're just in a situation where you're like, just going to do exactly what I want. It's the best.
Yeah, I've been sort of flirting with it off and on almost my whole career. Apart from the pretty much past the second album. Believe it or not, there were people who thought that I shouldn't have stopped singing in a band. Believe it or not. There were people that told me that was a bad idea.
I remember
right?
the interview I did with you on the radio then, when you declared it to the world. I remember it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and you were
Really?
like, I'm not going to do this anymore. I'm going to just focus on DJing. What a concept.
But, you know, I just always... It's just not that important, is it? It's just like, all right, he's going to go and do what he wants to do. Cool.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
It's not important. So what I'm doing now isn't that important.
I think you're kind of. I think it is inspiring for artists, you know, to see someone at your level just doing whatever they want. I think that's cool.
Well, hopefully, I'm just passing on the inspiration.
Yeah.
Because, like I said, with the actually, I'm going to throw Virtual Self, Porter Robinson into that same
Ghost Voices.
Well, yeah, just the whole project and the fact that he's like, I'm not going to be, not going to be Porter Robinson anymore, or for a bit, or whatever. It doesn't matter, does it? I just see more people doing that, and I thought, well, that's absolutely brilliant, and they're doing what they want. They don't care about, whatever, and I feel like that's pretty much where I'm at.
You talked about Special Request, Paul Woolford, kind of being an influence. Who or what, or any record, like what was it that compelled you to make a record like CP1, the one that we're about to hear?
I just really like techno. I just really, really like techno. So I wanted to make one of them.
Have you been to a festival or like a club where you've kind of seen it and be like, wow, I want to do that?
Not really. Not really. Nah, not really. I just, I just pay attention to what's coming out. I listen to your show. I listen to other people's shows. And I feel like sort of an outsider when it comes to just dance music generally. Because everyone knows all the best stuff comes out of the UK now, right? Everyone knows that, as in terms of house and whatever else, right? But I've sort of never, ever been in that conversation, rightly, right? But I forgot what my point was.
I forgot what my question was.
Started off really strong.
CP1, techno.
Just a bit of techno, really.
Yeah.
I
love it.
Listen, here's what it is, right? I don't really do interviews. I don't really
That's
do
why
interviews.
it's the best. I love it. Last time I interviewed you, do you remember? We never put it out, and we weren't even thinking about it. But you talked for a long time about your vegetable patch, and I did want to ask you how it's going.
The last time we did an interview was the last time I did an interview. Actually, I just want to get played on your show. Clearly, do you know what I mean?
Oh man!
Obviously, all I care about. But nah, it's literally like it's sort of like.
This is like Adam Bayer techno. This is like booming time warp, like techno.
Well, I just wanted to try and do it properly.
Yeah.
If you get it's obviously informed by all other techno. It's not breaking any boundaries at all. It's just something that's I think is banging, and I enjoyed making it.
Yeah.
And I enjoy playing it. That's sort of it, really. Just like I said, the selfish pursuit. If anyone else enjoys it, then that is absolutely fantastic. I'm made up that you're playing it. I'm not even joking.
Yeah.
I'm not about that. I'm made up that you're playing it. And the other one.
Yeah.
I think it's absolutely tremendous that that's happening and surprising.
Calvin Harris, it's always such a pleasure. Do I still call you that?
I don't know.
Maybe Adam.
Is that what you call me?
Well, I call you Adam in real life.
Well, this is real life.
So Adam.
Isn't it?
Yeah. So Adam, no, this is all a dream.
I don't know. Nothing feels like real life anymore.
It's great. It's really great. I'm so excited. I just swore there. I'm really excited that you've made this. I'm really excited to play it. This is what it's all about for us DJs and curators. Is for someone like you at your level to come with something like this. It's dead exciting. It's cool.
Wow. So it's much appreciated. Thank you.
Such a pleasure to play them. CP1 is your hottest record in the world. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Cheers, Adam.
Penny Mac, Radio 1.
If you enjoyed this, like and subscribe and click the bell icon to keep up to date. For more great audio and video from the BBC, listen on Sounds and watch on iPlayer.